What's going on, guys? Today I am Crypto Picks by Tim, and I've got a new crypto to talk about that I haven't yet talked about on this channel, and it is none other than Polkadot, if you couldn't tell by the thumbnail. But we're going to get right into it. We're going to check out the charts. I'm also going to kind of explain a little bit with the Parachain auction and just my kind of understanding of that and what I will be doing with Polkadot moving forwards. But thanks, guys, for tuning in, and let's get into it. Alright guys, now first off, I wanted to show you that you can actually get 12% rewards as long as you have a minimum of 20 dot. Alright, and you will see I am here at Voyager. I've got a link below. You can actually get $25 if you go on Voyager using my link, put $100 in and trade that 100 into a certain crypto. Doesn't really matter what you buy, but you will get $25 back for that as a bonus. So that's like an instant 25% gain. Now, you will see here that there are some decent rewards. You can actually get some decent rewards on Shiba, holding 15 million, which that is a considerable amount. You can actually hold some Decentraland for those of you that are into the metaverse stock, the metaverse cryptos, I should say. Now, Decentraland is one of the only metaverse cryptos here from what I see. Now, they actually do have other ones like Axie Infinity Coin, among others, but you don't get a return on those. Now you will see they have a nice list of certain cryptos that you can get a nice APY on. Although there are minimum balances that you must have. So that's one thing to take note of. And if you actually go on Polkadot.js, this is their own wallet essentially, and you can actually get a 14% reward. But I do prefer Voyager just because it kind of has everything in one central location. You know, you can have your Shiba, you can have Doge, you can have Ethereum, Bitcoin, you know, Cardano, Polygon. You actually get a nice percentage on Polygon, by the way. And none other than the Voyager token. That has been on a rally. And I've got a previous video talking about that one. I'm up something like $700-800. It's just insane. But anyways, guys, just wanted to show you this really quick. I have been buying Polkadot on Voyager. Highly recommend it. Now, I will, of course, leave links for everything below for you guys so you can check this out yourself and kind of become more familiarized with it. But this is essentially crowd loans. You can use the dot for voting rights, and you can actually choose what you like. Each one gives you certain rewards for vesting or voting on. And you get 30% here with Moonbeam. You get 20% available immediately, 80% over a 96-week period, and there's bonuses as well. One that I saw that was kind of interesting was actually Clover. You could actually get some NFTs. There's a chance to get an NFT. And one thing I like about this is we are only on the second auction. Now, you will see that we go all the way up into the mid-March, okay? Just about to mid-March. So this will be continuing on. You will, you know, there will be likely people wanting to buy more DOT to get those voting rights to decide what projects they want on the Polkadot Parachain. But you will see that there's actually rewards. You could get 14 Moon River, different rewards here. And it all depends on kind of what you put in. Now, how you participate, you actually do have to go on Polkadot.js, which is where they have the 14%. So you may, like I said, you may get additional bonuses from a project team for your crowd loan contribution. Both ways use Polkadot's native crowd loan mechanism. And this ensures that your DOT or KSM, which is Kusama, I'll get into that in a second, you will be received back to you automatically, okay? So when you vote on this, you will get your DOT or your Kusama back. And that's one thing to consider. And when you look down here, here's Kusama's auctions, and they actually go into July 20. So that's another interesting thing here. Yep, it is. It's definitely got future positive catalysts coming along. And, you know, I won't go through these videos. These definitely will help you understand it a little bit more. You can go ahead and click on these. Of course, I will leave a link for you guys for everything that I go over here. Now, you might be wondering, asking yourself, what's the difference between Polkadot and Kusama, and why should I have one or the other? And when you look at it, Kusama is basically meant for like early experimentation. And then once these projects prove themselves, they will move on to Polkadot or DOT. Okay, so Kusama is kind of like the test course, you know, the crash course, I guess you could say. And, you know, many projects that want to go on Polkadot actually launch on Kusama before they get to Polkadot. Just like Moonbeam, we saw that earlier. Moonbeam was part of Kusama and also Polkadot. And when you see here, it's cheaper to rent, in quotes, building space on Kusama than it is on Polkadot. So a lot of these smaller startup projects will go to Kusama first just because of, you know, an easier entry point essentially. So very interesting stuff with Polkadot and Kusama. Now on Polkadot, I did get to where I can have that 12% staking. Now you will see here that we are kind of forming a base. If you zoom in a bit, you will see that we kind of had a nice double bottom or W, and we are consolidating here. And when you look earlier, that is kind of where it consolidated. So I think we are in a consolidation phase, and it's either going to retest and come up, or it's going to retest this resistance here, this 37.38. But if it does break this, you know, and break it decently, I do see it broke it here just slightly. Alright guys, I actually wanted to tell you really quick while I was editing, I noticed a potential head and shoulders, and I'll show you right now. That what I was just talking about here, if this continues to consolidate, this seems to be a very clear head and shoulders. So just be careful guys, take note of that. Yeah, but let's continue. If it can considerably break this support level here, we are very likely to come down more towards 35 to 33. Okay, so there is definitely risk in this one. But that's about where I see the risk for the next leg down, essentially. And if it does come down, you will be looking at about 33 to 35, in my opinion, before we find a new floor and kind of consolidate there. Now, the RSI doesn't really tell us much. It is pretty much, for the most part, right in the middle with Polkadot here. So there's really nothing that the RSI can really tell us. We're just kind of right in the center. It could really go either way from where it's at. But I am definitely long-term on this. I love the staking. I definitely think these parachain auctions will keep causing more momentum with Polkadot. I think it was personally due for a pullback. You know, we reached all-time highs, and this will be one that I just continue to average in and, you know, buy slowly but surely. I just wanted to give you a quick update here on Polkadot and what I'm doing. I haven't talked about this one yet, but I'm definitely bullish on this. You know, I highly recommend you to keep a diversified portfolio, you know, a little bit of Bitcoin, a little Ethereum, a couple altcoins of your choosing. But that's up to you guys. Gain your own convictions on this. I'm definitely convicted in this, and if it drops, I will continue to add. But thanks, guys, as always, and I will see you next time.